My job is to make Marines laugh and hopefully make them think a little bit.
I wanted to make a comic that really spoke to my generation of Marines, a more kind of angry generation of Marines that went to Iraq, that were part of this OEF wartime experience. Everything I try to do, I think, is in an effort to make something that matters. And that's what I try to do with the White Donkey. Overarching goal with Terminal Lance, that's what I try to do, make something that is important, that actually has an impact. With the White Donkey, there was one Army veteran who, him and his wife had gone to Iraq, and they were both veterans, and his wife had actually killed herself. And so he, for months, had been struggling with his own emotions in the situation, and he, told me in the email that my book was the first time he had ever felt anything at all, and he was writing an email to thank me for sparking some emotion back into his life.
April, a year ago, we had General Mattis here talking to the veterans of Iraq and Afghanistan, and we had a full theater downstairs. And it was a great presentation, as it is whenever General Mattis addresses a group. And at the end, he opened it up for questions. And it's one of the reasons why we have question cards, is so that I can control it and people don't get up and make 10-minute speeches.
But they were being filtered, and my question didn't get asked.
And then General Mattis said,
"Somebody in the audience who didn't get your question asked, is there one out there?"
And a bunch of people in the audience had recognized me, so they knew who I was. They knew I was the Terminal Lance guy, so they started egging me on. They were like, "Dude, you gotta ask your question." And so I was like, okay, fine. Do you read Terminal Lance? And if you do, what's your favorite comic?
Then he introduced himself. "My name's Max Uriarte, and I write Terminal Lance." And General Mattis looked at him, and he walked to the edge of the stage, and he looked down at Max, and he said,
"Lance Corporal is a very esteemed rank." I do read Terminal Lance, and I enjoy being made fun of at times in their own way. It just shows we got to keep our sense of humor. The grimmer things are, the more need there is for humor and keeping our respect for each other. And being able to poke a little fun at each other, too, I think is a great thing, and I salute you. We didn't fight for freedom of speech, not to practice it, you know what I mean? But you make fun of me again, I'm going to kill you.
He also threatened me and told me that if I made fun of him again or if I did another comic about him, he would kill me, which I believe him.
and the very next day, General Mattis was in Terminal Lance.
Feel a lot of love tonight from not only the people that came out, but also the Marines Memorial Club. It was a great organization, and they're really hospitable. They love Marines. It's all about Marines and military also. Other branches of military are welcome here too. Really an amazing, beautiful hotel. And as a Marine, I've never felt more welcome in my life.